Stanley, how you doing?
Good.
Um, hey, I know you had some pretty good rebounding games in South Dakota. You'd had some good ones earlier in the season, but when you had some pretty good scoring games, we'd ask Eric about you, and he'd say, "Yeah, he needs to rebound more. He needs to get more. He's got to get more than one or two defensive rebounds." And the last two games, you've gotten six in each game total rebounds. That's pretty good. Just wondering, is that something the coach has stressed with you, and how do you feel about your rebounding right now?
Yeah, I'd say, coaches been on me, all the coaching staff, they've been on me about, using my athleticism to get more rebounds. And, you said, even when I score well, he's on me about rebounding. It's just, because he knows I can score, people know I can score. I just gotta make sure I'm doing all the other things to help us win.
Well, what's the key to getting six rebounds a game? Because that's a pretty good number, especially when Jalen's getting so many of them.
Yeah, it's tough with him now that he grabs a lot of defensive boards, but I think it's just the mindset going into the game. Just it's really toughness and just trying to focus on rebounding and defense.
And then that putback you had at LSU, and when JD missed the free throw, that pretty much clinched it, I thought. And after the game, Will Wade said that was the first offensive rebound they'd given up all year on a missed free throw. Was that just something you did instinctively, or was that something you'd picked up on film study, or could you describe that play and just what a big play that was?
Yeah, I would say it was really just instinct. Adis actually really tipped the ball too. He crashed real hard with me on that play. So credit to him, getting in there, and I was just able to grab it and put it back up.
I'm trying to remember, were you on the inside spot or the middle spot? I'm trying to remember.
I was on the middle spot.
That's what I thought. Okay, so he was inside, tipped it to you. Okay, I might have a couple extra at the end if time allows. Thanks, Stanley.
Nate?
Yeah, Stanley, just what kind of difference has it made for Jalen Williams becoming such an offensive force recently?
It's made a big difference for us. It gives us a lot more confidence and we're able to have a lot more options when he's clicking on offense like that. All summer long, before he had got a little injury, all summer he was really doing that. Like he was hitting threes, he was getting old boards, putting them back up. He was scoring really well in the summer, and I think the injury kind of slowed him down a bit. But he's starting to get in stride at a good time.
And also, just what are your memories of A&M the first game? What do you feel that you all have to do that you didn't do in College Station?
Well, take care of the ball for sure. That's probably the number one thing for us. Take care of the ball and limit their second chance points. Just rebound and make sure that we handle their pressure the right way.
Thank you,
Scotty.
Yeah, Stan, what is something or some things that you've maybe learned about this team since the 0-3 start? I mean, just anything that has kind of led to the success or spearheaded it maybe.
Well, I mean, we started off 0-3, but I don't think, as a collective, as a group, we weren't really, we knew that we were supposed to be better than what we were playing. So we weren't really panicked, but, we were disappointed in the results, but we just knew that we had to keep working with each other because we got the talent that we need to make a big run and to string off some wins. But I think we were just focused on getting that first win and just taking it one game at a time is the biggest thing for us.
How do you feel like you've grown as a defender throughout the season? Because right now you're on a pretty good run in SEC play of holding whoever you're guarding to some tough shooting nights.
Yeah, I think it's just like I said earlier, just a mindset going into the game. Coach has done a good job of making sure I'm focused on rebounding and defense more than anything going into the game because with my athletic ability and versatility on the defensive end, I can make an impact on that side of the ball. So I think it's just going in with that mindset that I got to lock somebody up.
Hutch?
Hey, Stanley, I'm curious how you've seen JD Notae's game evolve throughout the season.
It's, he's our point guard now. So I think he's done a good job over the last few games. I think we've seen how much we need him, against Mississippi State, against even last game when he got in some foul trouble. We had a couple tough stretches there, but he's evolved. He's one of the best players in the SEC, and he keeps getting better and proving that every night.
And it feels like y'all just played Texas A&M. It's only been a couple of weeks. I mean, is there anything to playing a team so close together like that? And is there like a revenge factor for wanting to kind of right the loss that y'all had last time?
I would say there's a good revenge factor in there. We still remember that game like it was, yesterday. So it was a tough one for us, and they were excited to win that game. So we're excited to play them here at home.
Curtis,
Hey, Stanley, last time you played these guys, they scored 86 points. I think they shot about 60% from the field in the second half. But since then, you guys have really been locking up defensively. Was that game a bit of a switch that was flipped? And then what have you made of the defense last 3 games?
A lot of their guys had good games when we played them the first time. We were watching the film yesterday, and it seemed like the majority of their top guys were double figure scoring. So we got to do a better job of just keying in and on each individual guy, because they have a lot of different guys that do different things. So I think these next few days of practice are just going to be huge for us. We just got to lock in and make sure that we got our scouting report down and we're able to lock them up.
And then how important has Trey Wade's emergence into a bigger role been for this team? And I mean, what are some of the things that maybe don't show up on the box score that he's bringing to the team right now?
Yeah, he's real consistent, in his approach to the game. You know what you're going to get out of him. I think whenever he's out there, we trust him, and he brings a good toughness factor to our team as well. So I think we just rely on him to do a lot of the intangibles that don't show up in the box score, like you said. Communicating with us, and he's got versatility on defense too. So I think it helps with our defense being able to have me, a decent him out there on the wings, being able to switch and whatnot.
Bob,
Yeah, Stanley, you've obviously been through, I guess it's 18 games now, if I can add right, 13-5. Just wondering how this season's gone for you. You've been here several months. Just how's your time here gone? Has it been what you expected? Have there been some surprises? Just what's it been like?
It's been good overall. I feel like I'm getting better, and as a team, we're getting better, and I'm enjoying my time with my teammates and my coaches. So, it's been a great experience, and I just hope that we could just keep continuing to grow.
And then, you were talking about JD's game. He had 3 blocks the other night. I guess he'd done that before, but I think I read it was the first time he'd done it against a so-called major school. What do you think about that? Because everybody thinks about JD scoring, passing, stealing, but 3 block shots, that's pretty good for a 6'2" guy, isn't it?
Yeah, it was real good. It was real good to see him, get those blocks. I think it really just came from him not giving up on plays. And, we were all really locked in on that second half defensively. So I think just feeding off each other's energy, allowed him to, keep pursuing plays and getting those blocks.
And then, the game down at A&M a couple weeks ago, you got off to a real good start. The team did, but then you got in foul trouble. I think you fouled out with about 14 minutes to play or just under that. How tough was that? Because I'm sure you want to be in there and you're playing well, and then you get the foul trouble. What do you remember about that? And maybe what's the key to not letting that happen again?
Yeah, it was tough that first game, fouling out with that much time left. But I think that's just on me. They were playing aggressive, and we were just switching things up a lot. So I think it was just hard for me to stay in a consistent rhythm, and we weren't really playing good defense the whole game either, and taking care of the ball. So I think if we take care of those things, I'll be able to stay in the game.
And then, like you said, I think we all knew you guys were better than that 0-3 start, but that's what it was. And then since then, you won 3 in a row. How much better are you guys playing? What kind of momentum do you think you're building? And how big a game is this Saturday night? Because A&M played Kentucky, tough, got beat, but played pretty well. And that'd be a nice win to get, obviously, if y'all could do that.
We feel like we got good momentum going right now, honestly. So we got a good feel going around campus and whatnot. We got 3 straight wins, and I think, like you said, Saturday is probably going to be our biggest game of the season to date. So we're excited, and we're happy to be at home.
Let's go on. I guess we're going to talk to Coach Arginal here in a minute. Just wondering what's it been like getting to know him. What do you think of him, and what does he add to the staff?
He's a great coach. I love Gus. I love all the assistants. Really, they've been doing a good job of, being consistent with us. Even when we were losing games, just making sure that we kept our spirits high and stuff like that. So I love Gus.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks.
Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it.
Yep.